I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I know that I'm ready, I'm ready,
Just like recently on social media, there's just been like a surge of like just appreciating yourself as a black female and just having dark skin and like just it's a lot of like glorification of it, like the compliment of the colour yellow and stuff like that, and like it lots of photography and art and like stuff like the art her movement's really like encouraging like appreciation of like black women and like yeah.
When the lights was off, we had to stay with cousins. Granny at the BBQ with Petty as husband. Summertime, city lights, shot town, my town.
We need a Black History Month because, well, I mean, first I want to say like a lot of people I know, especially kind of a lot of black people I know have said before that every month should be Black History Month because there's so much black history that's never been told up until recently that why should we just restrict it to 1 month? But I think it is necessary, not for restriction but for highlighting. Of course we should put stuff into like the general curriculums of schools about the experience of black people in the past, but I think because it's such a big problem of black people being underrepresented everywhere that you should highlight it with one distinct period of time, and a month is a good amount of time for that. Yeah.
School matters like I'm needing a stipend right now. Kindergarten parking like
My name's Gloria, I'm from South London and I'm first generation Ghanaian, so like my parents were born in Ghana and then they moved here and then had me. Yeah.
My name is Ezra Odiji. I'm from London, Southeast London, and my heritage is a lot of different things. So I'm quarter English, quarter Swiss, quarter Nigerian, and quarter Indian.
It's super complex because it's that thing where it's like socially, and it's like at the bottom, like in terms of like when you get gender and you get race, really, or like, you know, it's kind of complex, and it's like just that thing where like, I don't know, you just, it's like with the thing of like school has just been so complex for me because like everything's racist, sets are racist. If you look at the bottom sets like filled with people of colour, then like it's just that thing where it's like, I don't know, I feel like especially when you're very socially aware you just kind of observe these things, and then it's that kind of thing where it's like when you're personally experiencing it is like super heightened because it's that thing where it's like being like black and being female has meant that like you just don't get listened to as much as like someone who is like anything else, so like white or male or white and female, whatever, or yeah, it's just really hard.
I could go, and every one of them feels so close, still chasing time. And I am not a star.
Tyler the Creator and Kevin Abstract, purely because like obviously they're great people in terms of their music and stuff anyway, that's kind of like normal thing to like, I think, for a lot of people. But like the reason why they're particularly significant is because being black and gay is still, and especially like a man, being a black gay man is still a kind of taboo thing. Like not many people is kind of seen like, obviously there's a whole thing of masculinity, but when you're a black man, you kind of have, you feel like either you have to be invisible or someone who shows like maximum strength, and to be gay apparently isn't doing that. So that's a kind of good thing that these people are they're being themselves, they're being who they are, and they're being black.
Because one person that's really important is Patricia Bright, because I just kind of discovered her when I was like 12, 13, that crucial tween period, and like I just never really had like a proper like stable like black role model. Like I feel like I don't know, my family weren't really inspiring or supportive to me, so I didn't really feel that connection with them. But then she was like, I'm here, I'm black, and I'm successful, and then little black me was like, oh, that's cool, I want to be like her. So yeah.
So my mum is half Indian, half Swiss, and my dad is half Nigerian, half English. And both my parents grew up in London, but my mum in North London, my dad in East London. And yeah, I think it's weird being from all these countries, like, you know, like that. Obviously a lot of people talk about like it's weird being mixed race, but I think it'd be so much easier if I was just half something else. But when you're these quarters, I don't really know what to identify as. And it's not a huge problem, like I don't think I have identity issues, it's just a bit annoying when I still kind of feel uncomfortable calling myself necessarily black, because obviously it's a quarter out of 4. But then again, with the way I look, that does seem to be the most significant heritage. And it does mean that the way I'm treated, and not just badly, but just in a general way, like the way I'm seen in society is as black or as mixed race, but as mainly black. But I don't ever want that to kind of overshadow the other parts of my heritage, because those also mean a lot to me. But like someone who is white passing but has more kind of just, I don't know, quote unquote, like black heritage, like, you know, that's a separate like identity issue in of itself. One is gonna, like, someone like me is gonna be treated in a different way to them, but both of us have our own kind of relationship to our heritage. So I think it's weird, because it's like, where does your, like, how is your identity decided? Is it by heritage, nationality, or the way you're treated, or the way you look? It's like, I don't know, it's a mix of all of those things, but then also it can change between them. I think it can, like, some things can become more prevalent than others.
So like black people are just underrepresented in like this Western world, and like Black History Month is an important reminder to everyone that we are here and we exist and we're living and functioning within this white ass world. Can I say that?
Blue in a sea phone, type of green hue, make a clear space. Stop overreacting, it's past my curfew, I'm out after 6. Happily making my accident. Mama gon' whoop on my ass again. Pray that I'm making my way before 8 and I might have to sneak in.
I'm black. It doesn't just
Can you,
show
like-
visibly.
It's fun to be black.
Well, black people are just like generally like underrepresented in this Western world, you know. I'm scared. I'm always scared. Can I say that again?
Wait, you should do it like black person's reaction to racism. I got really scared.
Mean. Let's do this again.
Yeah, let's do that again.
Okay.
Just feel like every summertime, fall asleep dreaming about all